Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and good day, and welcome back to our Brexit Total War campaign with the English. As you can see, we left off last time in a pretty good situation. We had stopped the Scottish from going over to Dublin, and as a retaliation, this is the force, the faction leader, we stopped going towards London, and in retaliation now, they've attacked us at York with the Prince Edward faction.
Your will, sire.
We have a decent force surrounding it and inside the town, as you can see. So there's a very good chance we will take that battle on and do a sally battle outside. And the rest of England's going well. And the top of Europe, as you can see, going very well. Steady alliance with the French. Over in Denmark, we've managed to take Oslo. Old Denmark is doing great, and our faction heir, Prince Rufus, is heading towards Stockholm to take this over. We have one mission to take Dublin. We'll be awarded best units currently available, however, probably not going to bother to do that mission, and we're keeping an eye on Dublin with our ship, just to make sure nobody else tries to take it. Back over in the Danish Isles, we've been producing merchants at a staggering rate, and we can build another one now. And as you can see, our merchants cover quite a bit for a bit of the map. In old Denmark, we built our brothel, and now it's time to build the inn, I think. And then we can start getting assassins as well as spies moving around. That'll be very helpful. Over in Oslo, we've began construction, and we're now ready to convert to a town. So actually, we should do that first. Let's cancel this, convert to a town, then he can be ready to help change the tax rates, because we can't do anything with that right now. We don't have a lot of money. Oh, while I hover over the financial, I can show you the overview here. We have a lot of information on income and expenditure, mining, trading, merchant trade, and army upkeep, recruitment, construction. Very helpful to see different things here if you need to. Now, let's get started. Reims is upgrading, and we're also going for a brothel in the inn to reduce some spies and assassins.
We shall continue tomorrow, sire.
To join in with the war. We only have 1,500 to spend. We do need the blacksmith for our militia troops, so we'll spend the rest of the money on this maybe. See, we have padded upgrade. We'll just double check now if the blacksmith is needed. Yes, so now we have a total defensive 9 and silver armor. So we know if we upgrade the blacksmith, they will go from padded up 1 to 8 defense, and from the blacksmith to 9. Is there anything else we could spend the money on that's more important? Doesn't look like it, so we'll do the blacksmith for sure. Over in Reims, we can take a family member and build our towers over here. The last 200 of
yes,
Florence.
My liege. This tower will keep vigil over the land.
Now see Bordeaux. A nice castle up for the taking. That could be helpful for our European land campaign.
Yes, noble sire. Orders.
We have plenty of men available, so that's not a problem.
Fleet ready, sire.
We have to decide where we want to place our merchants next. Let's try and move our ship around into a more convenient place. Now Stockholm. I'm thinking about trying to get a new general from this fight, so I will try with just the spear militia and make this guy the leader.
Yes. Orders.
Move the rest of the army into his command.
Orders. Yes.
So now we have Captain Augustine.
As you wish, sire.
And he will go and lay siege to Stockholm. And Rufus we can bring back.
Yes.
To do
continuing
more
tomorrow,
things that
sire.
are needed.
We shall, sire.
And these spear militia we will send up
to war then, sire.
To leave behind in Stockholm.
We can go no further today, sire.
Just need to check our diplomat.
Sire. Without question, sire.
We're going to try, I think, to send him south now.
Yes, sire. Without
find Sicily
question,
to trade
sire.
with.
Yes, sire.
And from there we'll decide where he goes
Stopping
next.
here, sire. Tomorrow's journey planned out, sire. Impossible, my liege.
Sometimes it's awkward to get
If
to
only
where you
I
want.
could,
Yes,
sire.
there. No, there.
I cannot
That's it.
do that, sire.
I think that should be
Impossible,
it.
my liege.
Okay, should be ready.
If only I
Oh,
could,
yes, our Sally
sire.
battle there. Do we want
I
to do
cannot
this now?
do that, sire.
If we
If
waste another
only I
turn,
could,
we will have
sire.
to take casualties from the siege. So it should be sensible to probably do this now. We have to decide on which way we want to do it. We could use forces at the back, reinforcements, and just wait for them to come up, join the battle. Ooh, we can move them to the side. That's helpful. If this army can move to the side here and attack from the left, that means the Scottish army will be forced out into an open field battle, and that greatly advantages me. They'll have to drop their piece of siege equipment if they want to fall back. I think this is the better option, having the king reinforce Captain Howard and fight this battle in an open field. This could be the best solution. Doing it this way should result in minimal losses. So, without further ado, let's get going.
This battle belongs to England. Men, to arms.
Okay, so we're starting off on the hillside, right? That's good. This is very nice advantage being so high up. Could fall back if needed, but the chances are we won't get this chance with the Scottish. They will just wait below for us to come to them. So let's start the battle, see where they are. Indeed, they are right in front of us, and at the moment they're moving forward. So we'll just make a spearman militia line here. We'll start moving over our reinforcements to join in with the battle. And let's bring our general over to this corner of the hill. Quick look at what they're doing. Okay, now they've made their formation lines, and I do not believe they will move from there anymore. Just slow down our cavalry from running so they don't expend all their energy. We'll speed it up a little bit just to get them into position. And they are trying to reform their lines to face my line now. So that's fine. So next we will have to fall further down the hill and make up a new formation, I believe. Let's just finish arranging the horse. Let's try and make 2 lines here, ready for a charge into their front line. The spear militia will move down the hill if we can find a nice place. This should be fine. They can move down to there. And we'll move 2 more horses over to make a second wave for a charge. Now they're in position too. My general can stay where he is. This unit of mailed knights will move into the forest and hide them there. And we'll move our general up just to the corner to stay close to his troops. Just reform this line up so they're separate. Move this line forward as well, so the second line can come in nicely behind. Spear militia slowly making their way down. Put them both in a nice formation ready. Now they're starting to move forwards. So we should be able to start our first charges going in. Let's just send these guys in. They don't really want to reform correctly. So that's wave 1 and wave 2. Then waves 3 and 4 will be right behind. Ready and waiting. Now they're still moving. They've just decided to advance the crossbowmen by themselves, and that's a very bad idea. Our knights will get an excellent charge on them. Yes, now we'll pull this wave back out. Unfortunately that was only the Hollowers, this will be the knights coming in now. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Means they take the injuries instead of the knights who come in now. Lances down. And that's a lot of men taken out. Pull those knights back. And we'll send in wave 3. Move up our spear militia. And we'll start moving some horses around the sides. There's 33 left. Will this be the time that they break? It's one charge. Pull them back out. We'll set. Yes, they've broken. Now the Highland Archers. Our general down and our last unit of knights ready for a charge on their front lines. And we'll send one charge in now on the archers who are just poking forward of the infantry. First charge, lances down. That's a nice few casualties right there.
Battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains
and indeed,
as such.
Those archers are retreating. Now we'll send in 2 charges on the front, on the sides. Oh, that's excellent. Pull these horses back out. Send our next wave charging in.
Our men are winning the battle.
Finally,
if we continue
have some
like
movement
this,
from their horses. Oh no, they're falling back too. And here comes another night charge. Lances down. And go flying all the bodies. And another wave of knights charging in. Devastating.
Only
I'll send in the spear militia towards their horse. That's the one group of Highlanders retreating. And now their border horse are indeed trying to chase our knights. So we'll send charges in. Finally they're falling back. A nice charge. Some good damage done there. Now let's start moving around to their bodyguard while we move our spear militia up.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this,
now engaged
we will
with horse.
smash the enemy.
our knights back out. Those Highland archers who were trying to come back are going to get another charge into them now. Excellent. That's just decimated the return of the archers. And now it should be a case of just charging them down, cleaning them up. Just the cavalry is remaining. So we will form up our spear line. Oh, they're actually fleeing, really? Okay. They've decided to flee the field and leave the rest of their soldiers behind to get captured. Well, not very chivalrous, we must say. I think we'll have a very hard time chasing down any more now. Yeah. That's okay. Once these guys leave the field, that should be the end of the battle. There goes the general. And the
all of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good job, boys. 67 men lost to their 588. So that's a nice total. 4 units get experience, so that's very nice. Good job, everybody. So let's see the spoils of war. We have some prisoners.
No!
I think we are just going to execute them. Indeed, we did have a man of the hour. Drill master. So far, so good. Oh, just disloyal. Oh, that's very bad. -3 loyalty. So unfortunately, we will not be taking him. But that was a nice try for a general from those 2 units of spear militia. They can now fall back to the town, I think, is the best decision.
Sire, your will, sire, as you wish.
So that's the Scottish rebellion dealt with.
Sire, my lord, your will, sire. Sire.
And we can send units back to Nottingham for retraining.
Sire, order.
Fresh units who are ready. Only enough to retrain 1 unit for now. But the units that are ready, we can send them north.
Yes, sire.
No, inside Europe.
Wish.
Yes, that's correct. Let's change some tax rates to get a little bit more income going for a couple of turns. I think that's the best we can do for now.
Orders.
We'll send 1 unit of cavalry over to reinforce Reeds.
My liege.
And we'll get him ready to build another watchtower on the next turn.
We shall continue tomorrow.
Just trying to decide which corner of
we
that
can go
island
no further,
of the
my lord.
seashore to put it in.
Your will, sire. We have marched our... My king.
Yeah, we'll start moving the king back, I think.
Poised to
First to Nottingham and then to London.
Waiting for a victim. My lord. Your will, sire. Orders. Sire. Yes,
We'll
sire.
start moving more fresh spear militia up. They can be retrained with fresh armor, better armor. I think that pretty much does it for Europe. And in Denmark,
my lord,
everything seems to be done as well.
My lord.
Diplomat is ready, so I think we're ready to end the turn and give the AI his go. Roman diplomats going around doing business. And the armies of Venice moving around. And rebel navies patrolling the waters. Oh, they're very close to Spain's boat. That could be interesting. Edinburgh's only defended with 4 units, and their faction leader seems to be undecided on what he wants to do.
As you wish.
Continue our journey south.
Without question, sire. I cannot do that, sire.
Try to find Sicily. Now, end of turn. Financials are good. New family member? Oh, Morris. And it's Mr. Window. Excellent. So even with the reduced chance of having children because of our poor princess, they still had a child. That's great. Construction report, that's nice. Oh, and our merchant in Denmark is ready, so we will start moving him around.
Aye, sire.
I think we'll take this
At your
merchant
service. Loading my
over
wares
here
aboard.
to this amber.
Leaving the ship. Yes, my liege.
Yeah, that'll do.
Opening and
If it is
Oh, and there's been a rebel army spotted
come closer.
right next to Oslo. That is not
My
great
lord.
news.
yes, my liege.
Now a fresh merchant can
Excellent,
come onto
sire.
this
Establishing
pile
new
of amber.
trade.
Now,
Orders.
we'll have to divert
Yes, sire.
Prince Rufus.
Sire. We're well positioned to launch an ambush now.
Is there anything else we can make in here that would be beneficial? Town watch would help.
Fleet ready, sire.
Let's start bringing our fleet back.
Yes, sir.
Orders. Yes. We can go no further
We'll take
today,
those spearmen
sire.
to group up and help with the rebels.
Sire.
1 turn until surrender on Stockholm, so that would be a battle on the rebels' turn we would be able to take. Now is it time for the inn? Yeah, we've got the money this turn, so we can build our inn, because we need to keep an eye on the Romans here. We have a very nice castle right next to us, Denmark. And back over in the north of Europe. Wait, can we recruit a merchant? No, okay. So what can we spend the money on over here? Market could help, brothel could help. Over in Reims. Oh yeah, they do need a town guard. So let's do the town guard there. Leases of 300 florins, plenty of men in Cayenne.
Yes, noble sire.
Now where do I want to place this
With
watchtower?
honor,
This
sire.
corner or this corner?
Yes, my liege.
Yeah, let's do it here. It'll give us more view
Yes,
on
my
the ocean.
liege. This
Then we can
tower
send
will
them
keep
back.
vigil over the lands.
Excellent.
Yes, sire. I think you have the wrong
That's a very
fleet.
poor Spanish army in that boat.
Aye,
I
sire.
feel kind of sorry for them. If they come towards my islands or my lands and try to attack me.
Your will,
Now,
sire.
let's move a spearman
Yes,
into
sire.
Nottingham. We can retrain both of their armors. York is looking good.
Your will, sire. By your command.
Send another general
Continuing
up there.
tomorrow, sire.
And we can bring
Command
our
me,
king
sire.
back to London, where he belongs. We can up the tax rate a little.
God's
If we
servant.
quickly check Wales. They don't have many people there. We should reinforce. Oh, perfect. We'll send this time militia over to
As
Wales.
you wish. We'll make
That will
camp
help
here,
reinforce
sire.
the population and make the order better. Our merchant
My
is
lord.
done. He's on his
As
way.
you wish.
We'll have this battle coming up right now
Your
on the
will,
turn of the
sire.
rebels. And I think we're ready to give the AI his go. So France is slowly moving out. Some forces moving back. For the rest, not much happening. Rebels did indeed sink the Spanish navy, so unlucky Spain. And we will get attacked by Stockholm's rebels trying to defend their town. That was great. So, what are we up against? 2 Viking Raiders, sorry. Attack 10, total defense 10, and 2 crossbow militia, missile 9, no defense. So we shouldn't have a problem here with all our archers and our spear militia. Let's get going.
Yes, sire. We bring the battle to the enemy.
And so here we are. Here's our army lined up, our 5 sets of archers. We will have to bring them back though. It's a little bit too close to start. Let's pull our spear militia back to this tree. That should be about good. We'll put them in a group. And our archers, I think we're going to spread these guys as thin as we can. But it's really quite long. Okay, let's start further left. That's better. Another line just in front, but a bit more to the left. Yes, that should do. And we'll put the spear militia behind actually. Just there. Okay, let's get going. Get the men in position. Let's see where the enemy is coming. Let's check out the enemy rebels. Here they are. Crossbow militia. Some Viking raiders. Our men are almost in line. Can actually reposition this group. Let's get shots in from the side. Place our generals somewhere over here to be able to also come in from the side. These spearmen, they can just make one group. Our archers are ready. This group of archers up slightly. Let's get a better angle for these archers too. Just line our spearmen up on the right flank. They're almost getting into range. The only problem with peasant archers is they have very small range. So the enemy gets quite close before they start shooting, but they're now starting to open up fire. Reposition our spearmen. There we go. Now the numbers are starting to drop. This is some good damage coming in. These spearmen need to get out the way and run. Start bringing our general spearmen around the back. They're actually trying to charge the spearmen. We'll send them in
the enemy
to
general
defend
has
the archers.
No honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
And we'll send our general spear militia into their archers. Get our archers to shoot the retreating men. Okay, now they're all falling back. 2 units are routing and 1 unit of crossbowmen trying to fall back.
The battle is very much in our... The enemy
okay
are
guys,
badly
open
bloody.
up fire.
They have lost half their men.
If they're trying to stand position, just start firing on them. We'll move around the sides. general spear militia to start capturing some prisoners and move out the spear militia up further. The archers are catching up behind, so that's going to help greatly. Get some of them to open up fire, while two others continue to move into position, and we'll charge them with our spearmen to try and hold them in position a bit longer. They're just getting away. Okay, we'll continue to move our spearmen forward.
The battle is very much in our favour.
Our
If
5
the
sets
enemy
archers,
army
there we
flees
go.
the field,
Now they've also
pursue
broken.
and run them down.
We will continue for experience for our troops. This means our general spearmen now can attack these archers and capture prisoners from the crossbow militia. We'll chase them up behind. Actually, we don't need to chase any further. We'll capture some crossbow militia before we fall back, and we'll get our archers opening fire on the returning troops. And now we'll pull our general out, get him to reline up in formation. And yes, now the archers are all here, there's a great deal of missiles flying in. They will all be finding their targets nicely. Archers don't need to be moving, so we'll put them on halt. Now they're going to open up fire again. This will be a lot of damage going in. Yes, they immediately start turning around. The crossbow moving forward. And the numbers are dwindling fast. Now they're trying to make another push. My archers will not retreat, skirmish mode is off. They will just keep firing here. We'll move the spearmen in. That's a devastating amount of fire. And indeed, they get the general in their archer fire. And down he goes. Now our archers will continue to keep firing. Going very good, and this should be over soon. So we'll continue firing with our archers, and we'll move our general spear militia up and let them finish the job once it's done. There you go, the spear militia. Stop the archers from firing while these run out towards our spear militia because we don't want to shoot our own men. And they've already started to fall back once more. Okay, we'll just charge him with the spear militia, I think. Good you go, boys. And the lovely church bells ringing as the last roundup of rebels starts underway. Take out that crossbow militia, don't let him shoot at you so close. There you go, that's better. Well done, boys. Down he goes. So who's left? One person in the middle. Everybody. Oh, and I forgot these rebels standing right in the center. Hello, boys, Viking Raiders. We're a nice group of spearmen. Hello, stabby, 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 stabby. Let's see if we lose one man. They're still standing, surprisingly heavy. Well, not surprising, they are Viking Raiders. Okay, there's 2 down, we still haven't lost a man. That's 3 down. Will they take one of ours? It doesn't look like it, no. The last Viking Raider goes
All
down.
of Christendom will be
And that's the
awed
battle.
by the victory we have won
And the men
here
can start the
today.
celebrations. Oh, even with some of them falling to their knees with open arms. Lovely. So, total loss 25 men for a total kill of 403. And we get 1 experience on our archers. That's good enough. And we can move on to the next. Sorry, rebels, but nice try.
Victory in your name, my lord.
Oslo is ours.
This is
the population
English
is very
soil
small.
now.
I don't think it's a good idea to take too much of the population away. So we'll sack the settlement. And we have another candidate for adoption. This guy looks much better. Oh, no, also -3 authority. 5% penalty on tax income, -3 command. Alcoholic. That never bodes well. So unfortunately, apart from that one mark, he was going well. Oh no! King William's dead. Our beloved evil ruler has died. And as a result, the Pope has reconciled England into the church. Whoop-de-woo. As you can see, our financial income is going really well, so every turn we're making money, even though we're spending so much at the same time. We are again once the largest faction, and London is ready to upgrade to a large town. King Rufus becomes king, and I have to say he's doing a very good job so far already. As a prince, now that he's king, his first job will be to rid some rebels from around Oslo. There it is, faction leader, and the bonuses that come with it. Our speed militia are retrained and ready for the march north in Scotland. Our family tree is looking good, and our new faction heir is Prince Robert. A good choice, as he's been doing very well on the islands, on the island of Europe in the north. So that's a good choice. I'm happy with that. Now, well, Denmark is doing well. Can't build another merchant yet.
Orders.
These units can't quite make it to Rufus. Maybe I should send them to Stockholm instead, like as originally planned.
By
yeah,
your
let's
command,
just do that.
We can go no further today, sire.
We'll finish Landcleavens off in Stockholm.
Orders. Sire. My lord. Your will, sire. Orders. Your will, sire. As you wish. March to exhaustion, sire. Continuing later.
At your service.
Merchant is earning enough money there, so that's a good spot. Doesn't need to move.
Yes, my liege. My lord. Yes, my liege. At your service. Yes,
oh yeah,
sire.
we can
We'll
move
start
these merchants back
Fleet
towards
ready, sire.
Yes, my
the
liege.
good stuff.
On my way. Excellent, sire. Establishing new trade. My lord. Sire.
Maybe Rufus could do with just the
I
3
look
units.
forward to fighting you.
We can't see exactly what's in the rebel army
As
unless
you
I
wish.
go next to it though, unfortunately.
By your command.
My lord. Sire.
And for some reason those units can't even join up. Well, that's not handy at all.
My lord. If it is a fight you wish, come closer.
Orders.
Your will, sire.
I know, I don't like buying mercenaries, they're too expensive. Would come in handy to have some crossbow, but it costs too much. I'm just going to do it with my own men.
Your will, sire. Sire.
For some reason they cannot and will not join up with the king.
Yes.
We'll just bring them out to give support.
My lord.
Orders. I look forward to fighting you.
This little rebel army's really caused a little bit of a mess in Oslo.
Battle will resolve our differences. If it is a fight you wish, come closer.
Orders. We
Right.
can go no further
Let's
today,
reinforce
sire.
to make sure we can take care of it, no problem. That should be Denmark done
Your
for now.
orders, sire. Without
We
question,
continue south
sire.
to try and find Sicily.
If only I could, sire. I cannot do that, sire.
Hail, my king!
You
Yes,
can now go back after
we can
placing
go
your
no further, my
watchtowers.
lord.
Now, what should we build? Where should we build it? Markets can help with income and new merchants. With our stone wall upgrade ready for London. Nottingham, we should be able to start getting the land clearance. The path's
My
going.
lord. As you
Yay,
wish.
you can make it to Wales, that makes that happy. Up the tax rate just a little bit. And we can also get another grain exchange market. And York, I think the town watch the best idea for there.
Sire,
What? Edinburgh is empty?
Your will, sire.
your will, sire.
Okay, they've really left Edinburgh
My
empty,
lord.
which means I can just
Sire.
walk in the front door and
My
get it.
lord.
So
To
let's
war
just do
then,
that.
sire.
It's
Sire,
an easy
we are
8,000
victorious.
florins, and
We
Edinburgh
have
is mine.
conquered,
Well,
my
Scotland, that was not so smart. To walk away and leave Edinburgh completely undefended.
As you wish. We shall continue tomorrow, sire.
And now I've just taken it. Lots of options for building. But I do believe we need farms and roads first.
Soon enough, I'll place your head atop a pike.
Your will, sire.
Orders. Yes, sire. Joining forces, my lord.
We'll just lower the tax rate a little bit to keep them happy.
My lord. Sire.
From York we can send some reinforcements, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yes. We'll make camp here, sire.
That's great. And this horse unit we can send to York to help reinforce the town.
My lord. Order. Yes, sire.
That's perfect. Now all the public orders are happy. And we can adjust the tax rates to get more money while making sure the population growth is good. Now England seems to be ready. That's good. And the north of Europe, everything is looking good. Everyone's
Yes,
building.
noble sire.
And over to Denmark. Finally we can make a merchant, so we will definitely do that.
Ships ready. My lord. Yes, my liege.
All our current merchants are doing very good. So it might be a good idea to take any
Aye,
further
sire.
merchants over towards Russia.
At
We will
your
have to
service.
see.
Yes, my liege. Ships ready.
But for now we'll move our fleet back, closer towards our own islands.
Yes, sir. Full sails.
And I think maybe next turn even bring them closer around towards
Set
Denmark.
sail.
Yeah, it's the best option. A Dublin mission I doubt we will be finishing. Everything here seems good and ready to go, so I think it's the time for the AI's turn. See what they can do. Yep, Scotland is coming back down to try and take Edinburgh. That was expected.
The
And
enemy has
indeed,
surrounded us.
It's on the siege.
We are besieged.
Candidate for adoption. Pretty good. We will take you. Construction reports. End of turns. Crusade has Poland. Poland only. And there's our new merchant at Old Denmark.
Aye, sire.
So let's
Yes,
get our
sir.
merchant out and
My lord.
trading.
Set sail! Yes, sir. Full
We're
sail!
going to move him all the way around towards Stockholm. Let him go
I look
there.
forward
Now,
to fighting you, noble enemy.
that's not a very big force.
Orders. Yes, sire. By your command.
Your will, sire. Merging armies, my lord. Sire.
No, he can't make it, so he can stay at York.
My lord.
I'd
But
welcome a
I
trial
think this
by
family
arms
member
to
made a
end this
terrible
feud.
mistake. That's just town militia and one set of crossbowmen. That's not a good idea at all. I can just charge that down with cavalry. We have 4 horse. We will come back to that battle. And our new family member has landed in Wales. That's Ralph Hill. So I think we can leave him there in control of Wales, and maybe we will move Alfred Window up north
Your will,
to
sire.
help join in and get some experience in battles.
We have marched our limit today, sire.
That should be perfect. Wales is building on a high tax rate, that's fine. Or for growth, yeah, now we might actually go for more growth, lower the tax rates. That would make sense to go increase our city sizes and get upgrades. And now finally our stone wall upgrade comes through for London too. That's brilliant. No, we don't need to retrain those, let's just buy new ones. And then they will come already armored. And spear militia is better than town militia. North of Europe,
An
everything
honor,
is
sire.
building. This looks fine. So that's all ready. Let's lower the tax rate. Population growth 2.5%. That's better. That should be, I think, everything ready. Ah, can't build another merchant unfortunately, okay.
My lord.
Your will, sire.
Now this mess,
Orders.
let's just back off
Yes, sire.
and
My
regroup
Sire.
together.
By your command. Your will, sire.
And we'll take him when we have a proper army up. And not some ragtag thrown together mess. Everything over here is going
My
well. Let's send
As you
these
wish.
over as well.
Orders.
Get our
Your will,
archers
sire.
really involved.
Sire. We're combining forces.
Your will,
Do
sire.
them good.
My lord.
Orders.
Let's send the rest over as well, I think. Would be a good idea instead of just leaving them in
By your
Stockholm.
command. We are well
We'll
concealed
move one more
from the
unit
enemy
over.
here, sire. As you wish.
For the rest, Denmark is looking good
Fleet ready, sire.
and ready
Set sail.
for its next turn.
We can go no further this day,
No,
sire.
not there. Go there.
No more wind today, sire.
Our merchants moved or not?
Sire,
No, we almost forgot the
as you wish.
diplomats.
Yes,
Let's move
sire.
him down.
If only I could, sire.
Everything's looking good, and I think we're ready for our battle with Scotland at Edinburgh now.
I look forward to fighting you, noble
It's really
enemy.
not a lot.
Your will, sire.
Unfortunately,
I'd
he
welcome
can't
it.
get
Yes,
into
sir.
battle to pull it out into the open.
My lord.
Could do a sally
Your
battle
will. As you wish, sire.
outside of our own base. So, let's get ready and get into
Give
this.
them no quarter
See how
this
it
day,
goes.
men. Take up arms and take...
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Well, this is a big mess of cavalry just at the front gates. They have a battering ram and a set of ladders. This is going to be awkward inside with these cavalry units. Let's move our reinforcements behind the enemy if we can. We could bring them over here. Try to sneak up behind them. Yeah, I think that's the best thing, the best option. They're almost all on the battlefield. So let's start their march over towards the rear of the enemy. There we go. Line a horse up for a charge. Spear militia can just form up there nicely. The enemy is just indeed waiting and sitting for us. Oh, they've fallen back from the siege equipment and now they're waiting for us to bring the battle to them. Okay, perfect. I can move out all my horse and put them in lines ready to charge. Up. That's better. And the last two will line up behind. There we go. Now that should be everybody moving into position. Let's just speed this up. Go. They're still not showing any signs of attacking, which is fine for me. It just gives me plenty of time to line up my horses perfectly for good charges. There we go. Now let's speed it up. They're still happy with me lining up my horses for a charge without a response. And the rest of my reinforcements are moving in behind them quite nicely. Yeah, let's go even more behind them. Let's see if you guys can make it here. Come, and the enemy is still not moving. What a pity for them. They're allowing themselves to be surrounded. And we have indeed managed to get right behind the enemy. So we'll just speed this up to get the men in position. And then we can start our attack. Here they come. That's perfect. So let's start our charges on this crossbow unit and town militia. And here they come. Oh, they unfortunately failed their charge because of the... Looks like because of the battering ram on the door. So we'll back them out. This charge is successful. That's a lot of casualties right there. Charge crossbowmen from behind. And they're already routing, and now it's just a question of cleaning them up. And indeed, their army is very confused now about what's going on. Should we send these guys in already? Oh wait, just a little bit longer while we get another charge off here. This should be perfect for 3 charges. Let's go, boys. Now when everybody lances down. Here they come. That's some good charges.
The battle seems to be
we will
swinging
pull
in
them
our
back out.
favour. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Run, boys, run, don't walk. Now we'll send our general in for a rear assault. This unit into the back of this town militia. Our spear militia, send them in. These need to be lined up better. These knights are ready for a charge, as are these knights. That's a very good charge, and a lot of men fall. We'll pull them back out. And these knights also.
Only half the enemy force remains.
That's a devastating charge on the rear of the town militia there, and their numbers are indeed falling very fast.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast,
Finally, their
victory
general
will be
is
ours.
trying to decide upon a target to attack. Another knight charge, and another load of men die on the battlefield. Now I think we're ready to just surround them. Our spear militia have made it to the general's bodyguard, that's great. And they're now engaged in attacking. Now we can just come in and swarm everything, and it should be an easy cleanup. Last charges are coming in from the knights. And our general is indeed pulling up now to provide support for the end of the battle. Their general is trying to flee and abandon the rest of his men.
In our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will
Fortunately
be
for him,
ours.
he keeps running into horses every direction he goes. He's trying to flee this way now. Let's see if we can intercept them. This is going well. Now we just need to intercept the general's bodyguard, which we have done, and they've turned around once more. Now we just need to stay ahead of him over here. Block any escape routes he may be thinking of taking. 157 prisoners so far, so this is going very well. And indeed now he's running into our general's bodyguard, who have
The
lances
enemy
down,
army
and
flees
that's
the
the
field.
battle.
Pursue and run them down.
Now we just need to clean them up. Unfortunately for the general's bodyguard, every which way he turns, he keeps running into more and more of my horses. And he cannot seem to find a good way out. And indeed, down goes the general. That was one Scottish family member taken. And that's taken as a prisoner. So that's a good ransom value, but I do not believe the Scots can afford anything. Now, come on boys, let's clean up the last. That should be it. One more man.
This is a clear victory.
And we've done it.
Goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Excellent job, boys. That's a lot of dead Scots. We only lost 151 men, but they lost all of their 782. And we have 1 experience gain. Good battle, good results. I'm happy with that.
The trap is set,
And
sire.
here we have our
Ready
prisoners.
to ambush
Total
the
ransom value 2,269 with family member David Canmore. However, I'm not too happy about giving them soldiers back at this moment. So I think it's a better idea to execute them. We're good for money, severely weaken their force and make Scotland easier to take. So let's just execute them. And there they go. Excellent. And the Papal States hate us too.
Sire, we have marched our limit today, sire. Your will, sire. My lord.
My lord. Sire, we'll make
Anyone else
camp
can make it
here,
into the
sire.
city?
My lord.
Yes, the
sire.
Spearmen.
My lord.
Now we still have retraining to do for the low units, but we can do that next time.
Your will, sire.
We'll just move these reinforcements
wish.
up. But I think this should be a good time to end. And we can continue next time.
Your will, sire.
As we can see, things are going very
shall
well. We
continue
almost have the
tomorrow,
English
sire.
Isles back.
Continuing tomorrow, sire.
That we just need to take Ireland. Everyone is building well. The Scots are on the run.
Orders.
And next time we should be able to finish them off without too much troubles. Northern Europe is going well. Everything is very happy. Nice relationship with the French, who are not threatening us at all. And Denmark is going very well. We now have Stockholm, Oslo and Old Denmark, with the Romans castle just below. So that just leaves me to say a big thank you to everyone who came and watched. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and I look forward to seeing you next time for more Brexit Total War. Until then, goodbye.